Hello there. For this chapter, I'm your Continental narrator, Coraline. On this channel, we post true crime, sci-fi and horror, sports, comedy, mystery, and romance genre stories, some of which are rooted in personal lived experiences from the core of the populations locally, across major cities and at the continental scale across the continents. Humanity's particular civilization at this moment is catching on to something interesting. What each one has most in common when it comes to certain dangerous networks that are being counterbalanced. Across many of the continents and the core of your population getting on the same page where it counts the most in the particular civilization. There's sufficient fellow bright minds and credible grown adults that have been catching on to the tangible correlations and have been improving their pattern recognition, distinction abilities, and discernment abilities. If that sounds like your sort of thing, please do consider subscribing. We will continue to share stories that contain many aspects of personal lived experiences. If at any point you have knowledge and experiences that you would like to share or specific parts resonate with you, please leave your insights in the comments for other beautiful fellow bright minds to find. If you've resonated with some of the signals, click the like so it can reach more interconnectable minds of insight and go up the algorithm to help our population's introspection locally and continentally. The ripples will lead to a lot we'll all be grateful for. I thank you all. With the disclaimer out of the way, in this series here at Continental Light Novels we present to you Basketball's Gilded Cage, Chains of Servitude. Episode 1. The Gilded Cage. The soft rustling of fabric and the quiet hum of an early morning wind barely reached Souta Misora's ears as she stood motionless in front of the mansion's towering gates. Her fingers curled around the hem of her worn-out coat, its once luxurious fabric now dull from hardship. Beside her, Kaide and Rika stood stiffly, mirroring her unease. This was where it had all led. From the peak of wealth to the depths of servitude, they had been cornered, ensnared in a twisted game orchestrated by none other than Reiji Arakawa, the man who had ruined their father, crushed their family's business underfoot, and now held their fates in his grip. Kaide was the first to break the silence. Her voice was calm but tinged with bitterness.
"This is the only way,"
she murmured, her gaze fixed ahead, unwilling to look at either of her sisters. Rika scoffed, shifting her weight from one foot to another.
"We could have kept looking for work. Something. Anything else."
Souta felt her throat tighten. They all knew the truth. Every opportunity had been snatched away before they could grasp it. Any place they applied to had mysteriously rejected them. Even the fast food chains, places that took anyone, had suddenly closed their doors on them. It had been deliberate. A clear message.
If you want to work, come to me.
Reiji Arakawa hadn't even needed to speak the words himself. The mere weight of his influence had been enough to chain them. Souta took a deep breath and finally spoke.
"We can't turn back now."
Her voice was quiet but firm. She reached for the cold iron gates and pushed them open. The Arakawa estate was an entirely different world from the cramped apartment they had been forced into after losing everything. Polished marble stretched beneath their feet as they entered, chandeliers gleaming like captured stars. The sheer opulence was suffocating. A butler led them inside with a practiced detachment, ushering them toward the main hall where their captor waited. Reiji Arakawa sat casually on a sleek black leather couch, his presence as imposing as ever. He was dressed in a crisp, tailored suit, his dark eyes sharp yet unreadable as they flickered over them.
"Well,"
he said, his voice smooth but laced with amusement.
"I see you finally accepted reality."
"Why you sound like that?"
"Who cares what I sound like, bitch? You serve me."
Rika tensed beside Souta, but Kaide placed a hand on her shoulder in warning. Souta forced herself to meet Reiji's gaze head-on.
"You left us no choice,"
she said flatly. A smirk curled at the corner of his lips.
"That's not entirely true. You could have continued fighting a battle you already lost, but you're here."
Souta gritted her teeth. He was toying with them. He knew how much they loathed this. How much it hurt to stand here, reduced to nothing more than maids in the house of the man who had stolen everything from them. Reiji leaned forward slightly, his expression unreadable until a smirk appeared.
I expect diligence, obedience, and absolute compliance.
He stated.
You will work here, under my watch, for as long as I see fit.
Kaida's hands curled into fists.
And if we refuse?
Reiji's smirk vanished, replaced by something colder.
Then I make sure your father never recovers, that he is left with nothing, not even the scraps he has now.
A sharp, cold silence settled between them. Sauta's heart pounded. This was it, the price of survival, for their father, for their own future. She inhaled sharply, then bowed her head slightly.
Understood,
she said, forcing the words past the lump in her throat. Kaida followed, though her eyes burned with barely concealed fury. Rika hesitated the longest, but in the end, she too bowed. Reiji exhaled, satisfied.
Good.
This guy has problems.
Rika gritted through her teeth, fighting the urge to twist as Reiji leaned beside her ear to whisper.
And now they're yours. Do you like this? Do you like hearing whisper in your ear? Do you like hearing me whisper in your ear? Do you like hearing me whisper in your ear? Do you like hearing me whisper in your ear? You're gonna face these one out of them, aren't you? Is that what you want to indicate? You're the face one out of them, aren't you?
He gestured toward a woman standing at the side of the room, a maid dressed in the standard uniform.
Aoi will show you to your quarters and explain your duties. Training begins immediately.
With that, he rose from his seat, brushing past them without another word. Souta remained frozen for a long moment, her hands trembling at her sides. This was the beginning. Their new life as servants to the man who had destroyed them. If you want to see more from this series, just comment for more, and the next part will be shown, and it's going to continue to be updated forever, every time someone asks for an update. This is a new type of storytelling rooted in the sufficient personal lived experiences of the core of humanity and the worthy, tangible truths of the core of the particular civilization. If the story has resonated with you and any parts resonate with you, please share your tangible insights in the comments section for more fellow bright minds and fellow credible grown adults to find. The faster that more people can catch the signals and become more competent, internally, externally, individually, collectively, and at the civilizational scale and locally, across major cities and continentally, the much better worthy tangible results that can be made to make an actual better new civilizational model and worthy help the core and the particular civilization. This has been Coraline from Continental Light Novels. Until next time, please take care of yourselves.
When dawn arrives, the night secrets rest until next.